It's Fans Corner. Welcome to it and thank you for making time for us. We are now shifting our focus to the Carling Black Label Knockout, the first round of the competition, the last 16, and we've just watched Orlando Pirates against Siwelele FC and the game ending 1-0 in favor of Orlando Pirates at the Orlando Stadium, Escotini. Before we get into the game, if you haven't done so already, please make sure you subscribe to our channel. On YouTube, we are off-air podcasts, and also check us out on Facebook as Fans Corner and also on TikTok as Fans Corner. Thank you for the support that you've been showing us, especially recently. Now let's get into the game. A game of football that was marked by an amazing goal. One of the best goals you'll see in this season. Beautiful strike from Mbegezeli Mbogazi, the captain of Orlando Pirates, the youngster, the 20-year-old. I think he's probably the youngest player in the field. I haven't really confirmed this, but for Orlando Pirates, he's probably the youngest player, and he's also their captain. What a game of football he's had. What a moment for him. What a moment for Orlando Pirates and also the supporters of Orlando Pirates. It's a game of football that I really enjoyed watching because there was football played for most of the time. I like Coach Lihlono Losiema. I like his style of play. I like the way he approaches his football games. Yes, he's not a very negative coach. He understands the challenge that he's facing. Today, Siwelele played football. And what we've seen over the past couple of games is that if you do play football against Orlando Pirates, yes, you might lose because, let's be honest, they are a very difficult team to beat. They are unbeatable. They are an unbeatable team right now. It's not by luck that you get to win 8 consecutive games in a row. 8 consecutive games. Let me say 8 consecutive games in a row. That's now tautology. Yes, it's not by luck or fluke that you get to do that. So I have to commend Coach Lihlono Losiema for going out there and trying to play football and try to attack as well instead of just parking the bus. It's a difficult team to beat, Orlando Pirates, but we've seen that if you want to stand a chance against Pirates, you have to go out there and play football. It's a narrow win that they were able to orchestrate today, similar to the game against TS Galaxy. So it does say that you stand a better chance if you go and play football instead of going out there to pack it. We've seen teams trying to pack a pass and at the end of the day conceding 3 goals against Orlando Pirates. So I don't think it's wise to do that. So I have to give Siwelele, because I think they played well, credit for what they did, but even more credit for Orlando Pirates, just like the previous game, like I said, of TS Galaxy. We have to give more credit for Orlando Pirates for finding a way to win the game when it's so difficult and tight. Remember, this is a Pirates. I'm saying this is an unbeatable team, not based on my feelings, but backed by statistics. The past 8 games, Orlando Pirates have kept clean sheets in the past 8 games. 8 consecutive games of keeping clean sheets. That's a difficult defense to break. That's a difficult defense to pass through. Marshaled and led by the captain himself, the youngster, 20-year-old Mbegezeli Mbogazi. You know, it's a difficult team to break down, Orlando Pirates. Secondly, it's also a difficult team to keep a clean sheet against because they've been scoring over the past 8 games. 8 consecutive wins. If you stretch it a little bit back, I think it's more than 8 games won, but I'm focusing on the games where they have not conceded. They've scored 18 goals in the past 8 games and they've won all 8 of them. So that's why I'm saying I have to give credit to Siwelele because they were playing against an unbeatable team in the Orlando Pirates. I'm not saying Pirates will not be beaten this season. I'm saying right now they are in that phase where they are unbeatable. I don't think there are many teams that will want to play Orlando Pirates right now. There will be a draw after all the first round games have been played. As a Kaizer Chiefs fan, I don't want Chiefs to be drawn against Orlando Pirates. I just don't want to see that happening. I don't think there are many teams that will want to play Orlando Pirates right now. If they are there, they're very brave. I'm not that brave. I think right now they are. No, I don't think it's not just what I think. It's what we can all see. They are on fire. Even when a game is very tight and it looks like it's difficult for Orlando Pirates to win, somehow they find a way to get the goal. Somehow they find a way to win the game. And that's what we saw today. And games like this, we know when a game is very tight and the team that you're playing against is making it difficult, the way Siwelele was making it difficult against Orlando Pirates, you need a moment of brilliance, and boy, did we see a moment of brilliance. In the first half, I think Pirates could have actually wrapped up the game in the first half. They could have won it in the first half. I think the script would have changed if Evidence Mahopa scored the penalty. I can't blame him. He did everything right. He beat the goalkeeper. Unfortunately, luck was not on his side. Narrowly missing by hitting the upright. I can't really blame a player who hits the upright because the margins are so narrow. I think if they had scored that goal in the first half, I think probably Pirates would have scored more than one goal because they would have been a little bit more free to go and pile up even more goals. Even Siwelele, I think they would have felt we need to go and avenge ourselves and equalize. They would have gone out more, exposing themselves a little bit more, allowing Pirates to score even more goals. So that miss made the game to be on the balance and allowing Siwelele to also try and compete in the game, and I like that a lot. I am pretty sure Evidence Mahopa will buy Begazeli Mbogazi something, because he would have, had Pirates lost this game, he would have kicked himself. He wouldn't stop kicking himself because missing a penalty is not nice. But if games are so difficult to win, you need a moment of brilliance to win the game. Either the team you're playing against commits a serious mistake, or they make a serious mistake, or they make a serious error, and then you capitalize on it. That's one way to win it. The other way is for one player to take the game on his shoulders and say, I'm going to create a moment of brilliance and win the game for my team. And that's precisely what Begazeli Mbogazi did tonight. As the captain, as the youngster that he is, he said, Tumamina, I'm going to deliver for Amapagania. And boy, did he deliver. I think right now we can be forgiven for assuming that this is a strong contender for goal of the tournament. It will take a very, very special goal to beat this one to the winner of the goal of the tournament for the Carling Black Label Knockout 2025-2026 season, because I think that's as good as it gets. Yes, there will be good goals, there will be amazing goals, but that goal, I think, in this particular tournament it just stands out. It stands out, there are still many games to be played. It's still the beginning of the tournament, so there are still many goals to be scored. We can only hope so that there's still many goals to be scored, but I don't think there'll be many goals that are going to be better than this one. I think right now we can bet on this goal being goal of the tournament. Beautiful goal. Remember, he tried a similar thing against Nigeria, carrying the team on his shoulders. He saw the goalkeeper out of his position, and he tried to chip the ball, missing narrowly by a few centimeters. Could have also won that game. He could have also won us the game against Nigeria. I think Begazeli Mbogazi is a special talent, man. Let's be honest. He's a special talent. I know sometimes they say we overhype these players too early, but we don't see players like him a lot. We don't see these kinds of players a lot. So I'm pretty sure we can be forgiven for calling this a generational talent. What a talent, a special talent he is. He is probably, like I did say, probably the youngest in the Pirates starting 11. And yet, the coach who spends more time, who sees more of him than we do, we don't see more of him. We only see him when they play. The coach would see more of him during the practice sessions, the trainings and everything. He's seen something in the boy to decide, I'm going to give him the captain's armband. And he did exactly that. Look at what he's doing. They even have shifted him from the left back into the central defense position. So now he's benching the likes of CBC and who's the other guy? Ogi. Is it Ogi? Yeah. Tapelo Ogi, yeah, I think. They can't get back into the Pirates 11 because of how special this boy is. And I'm pretty sure, like I said, I know the coach Wadu must have seen something special on this boy that we've also seen, but probably more at the training, to decide this is the man that's going to carry the team. Young boy with a big heart. Congratulations to Orlando Pirates. It hurts to say this as a Kaizer Chiefs fan. it has to see Pirates win, especially winning like that. For me, it hurts even more because I have a very soft spot for both Coach Lehlono Losiema and also Siwelele FC, who have actually inherited the fans of Bloemfontein Celtic. So I had a soft spot for Celtic for a long time, and anything that looks like Celtic to me, I will definitely find a space in my heart. So it hurts to see Pirates defeating the team that I like. It's not my favorite team. Yes, I'm a Kaizer Chiefs fan, but also the fact that I'm a Kaizer Chiefs fan, it's enough to hurt me when Orlando Pirates has won a game of football. And when they score a goal like that one, Jesus Christ, it hurts. It hurts. But congratulations to Orlando Pirates, man. What a game of football that was. What a moment of brilliance we've seen from Mbegazeli Mbogazi. He's got a bright future ahead of himself, the young man, the young captain. Thank you for making time for us. This has been Fans Corner. We'll meet again in the next one.